Hello everyone. So here's an example on where I have to find some percentiles for a data set. So we're given a data set of 29 ages for Academy Award winning Best Actors in order of smallest to largest. So I'm going to show you how to do StatCrunch, and I'm going to show you how to do it by hand. So percentiles is one of those things that different programs use slightly different rules to find them. So by hand might be different than StatCrunch, might be different than the TI-84 calculator, slightly different, but kind of in the same neighborhood. When you're doing the homework, we're using kind of this rule, kind of calculating by hand. So I advise doing it by hand rather than with technology to get the correct answers. But I want to show you how to use technology too. So let's do StatCrunch first. So I'm going to put this data set in StatCrunch by my convoluted way. I could type it by hand. Maybe I should just type it by hand. Let's type it by hand. It might be faster. All right, so 18, 21, 22. All right. 25, 26, 27. And 29. All right, 30, 31, 33. 30, 31, 33, and next one was 36. 37, 41, 42. All right. 47, 52, 55. 57, 58, 62. Uh, 64, 67, 69. 71, 72, 73. I think so. Next one was 74. 76 and 77. Here you go, it's probably easier to just do it by hand. All right, so we want to find the 20th and the 55th percentiles. Okay, so what you do, you're going to go to Stat and you go to Summary Stats by columns. So we're going to choose the column that we have, var1. And automatically they give you some summary stats like the mean standard deviation and so on. You can keep those selected, they're useful. But in here, it says percentile, comma separated, okay? So we want the 20th and the 55th. So you can just put 20 and comma 55. And we're going to hit compute. So it gives you this table. So it gives you a bunch of stuff that's sort of pre-selected. But what we want right here is the percentile, the 20th percentile and the 55th percentile. So the answers are 29 and 52. Okay, so let's write that down. So 29 and 52. Okay, so the 20th percentile is the number in the data set. This number right here, that 20% of the data is below that number, right? And the 55th percentile says it's 52, so it's this one. So the 55th percentile, this data value represents the fact that 55% of the data is below it. All right. So now let's see how we do this by hand. So in this case, these percentiles fell on a particular data point. If they don't, usually there's some sort of average sort of in between two data points. So this is the by hand formula, which I advise that you use if you're doing the homework, because that's the formula that the homework uses, which might be slightly different than what StatCrunch uses. So you're going to calculate the index, or the position of a data value. Okay, so the position is given by K, which is the percentile. So in this case, I have the 20th percentile, and it's divided by 100 because a percentile represents a percent. And then n plus 1 is, n is how many data points. So in this case, it's 29. So 29 plus 1 is 30. So basically, we're finding 20% of 30. So 0.2 times 30, which gives me 6. So this is the index. This is the 6th location. So you count, you go to your data set and you see which is the 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 location. And that gives me to be 27. Okay. Let's see. Did we do this right? K is the percentile, I is the index or position of the data value, N is the total data order from smallest to largest. So we have 20th percentile, 30, 0.2 times 30 is 6. So by hand, the 20th percentile is the number 27. Okay, StatCrunch gave me 29. All right, so they use a slightly different formula. All right, so don't be surprised if you get different things if you do by hand or if you do by calculator or if you do it with the TI-84. All right, let's look at the 55th percentile. So we do 55 over 100, and then n plus 1, which gives me 30. So 0.55 times 30. Well, let's see what that is. I'm going to use my calculator. And that gives me 16.5. So this is the location in the data set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is the 16th location. This is the 17th location. So the 16.5, you do the average between the two. Okay, so you do 52 plus 55 divided by 2. So 52 plus 55 divided by 2. This gives me 53.5. Right. So this is by hand, the 55th percentile is 53.5. By StatCrunch, it was 52. Okay, so do it by hand when you do your homework, because this is the formula that the homework problems uses.